way up, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. But she can hang it up just like a telephone. Speaking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Me and them, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I feel on. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I way up, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I way up, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold,
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Nobody really cares.
Okay, ready? Check out. Ready, ready. Go! Ready, ready.
a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. The Bengals had 4-9 now on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cameron Jordan, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Herbert off of play action. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Herbert. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be taken to 35. From the 36, Burrow. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. 13-0 is the score after one.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To the air again, Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On second and goal, Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looked...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 63 yards. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down. Here's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Romeo Doubs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Ayuk. Dances by him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the side.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
12.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's set for a loss of 12. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
26 yards.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Play action. It's Herbert. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Cameron Jordan in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Gun.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this